Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Paul Kim with the Fast Results Group, your favorite Northern Virginia realtor. And today we are going to get straight to the point and I'm going to show you this amazing property here in McLean. The address is 8104 Cawdor Ct. It's in one of our favorite neighborhoods called the Hamlet, and we'll tell you why in a little bit. But the way this video is going to go is I'm going to show you the house. I am going to tell you a little bit about the neighborhood, and then I'm going to show you how the house compares to other homes of similar stature in the McLean 22102 area. And as a bonus, we actually have an interview with a resident, a longtime resident of the Hamlet. She's been there 14 years, I believe, to talk a little bit about her experience living in that neighborhood. So without further ado, here's the home. Welcome to 8104 Cawdor Ct in McLean, Virginia 22102. It's in one of our favorite neighborhoods called the Hamlet, as I mentioned before. It's a 6,748 square foot home, 7 bedrooms, 7.5 baths, tons of space. The highlight of this home is probably going to be the great room and kitchen area. In the kitchen, you're going to have a SubZero refrigerator and freezer. You have a 48-inch Blue Star range, custom wood hood, dual dishwashers, and a wolf drawer microwave. Throughout the kitchen, you're going to have beautiful white quartz countertops on the counters as well as the island. You have your white oak cabinets, your restoration hardware island fixtures just above the island to provide some beautiful lighting for whenever you're just sitting around hanging out. Through the mudroom, you're going to access your 2-car garage in which there is an EV charger outlet if you drive an EV car. You have your large walk-in pantry for all your favorite snacks, and just next to it you have your separate butler's pantry as well with an under-cabinet wine cooler. As you walk upstairs, you're going to find that each bedroom has hardwood floors and its own separate bathroom as well. As you walk into the master suite, you're going to see that there are 2 massive walk-in closets, so there's plenty of space for storage. There are vaulted ceilings in the master suite to make it super spacious, and it's going to be flooded with natural light because of the windows that open up to the outside. And top it off, you have a 55-inch electric fireplace in the owner suite to keep you warm at night as well. And finally, as you walk into the primary bathroom, you're going to see that there is a beautiful shower, tub, and dual vanities, all with super high-end finishes. So we are going to go here to 8104 Cawdor Ct in McLean. Zooms right in. If you go into the street view, you see this older home. Obviously, this is not the home that's there now. It's torn down and has been rebuilt by Focal Point. Now, this location, specifically within the Hamlet, is nice because it has the cul-de-sac right here, obviously. So it's very quiet. Even for the Hamlet, it's a nice little pocket of the neighborhood. If you zoom out a little bit, this whole area right here, so north of 267, which is a toll road, west of 495, and east of Spring Hill, and this road right here, 694, is Lewinsville. This little pocket is called the Hamlet, the neighborhood that we know and love so dearly. There's 2 parks, McLean Hamlet Park, and then this Falstaff Park over here. If you're over here on Cawdor, what's nice is that you actually are in close proximity to the Hamlet Swim and Tennis Club, which people love to go to. If you zoom out even more, now what's important here, depending on where you have to go, whether it's commuting or shopping or visiting anyone, you have 495, which is the Beltway right here. Like literally just get on Lewinsville east for like 2 minutes, if that, and you hit 495. quick big picture. This, if you haven't seen my videos before, is $495. I call it the Beltway because it is basically a belt around DC. Haha. Okay, so that's the Beltway, big road. 66 east and west is also a major highway, which is something that you want to take note of. But the great thing about this location here in the Hamlet, McLean specifically, is that it is pretty central to Northern Virginia and the DMV area. You're pretty close to Wolf Trap National Park if you like music and shows and theater and things like that. Tyson's Corner is where a lot is happening in terms of shopping, restaurants, things to do, all that good stuff. Let's see what else. If you need to get into Arlington, it's right here. Pretty close to both airports in the area. So the first one I'll show you is Dulles. Okay. Just 21 minutes. You're able to hop on the toll road, 267, go straight to the airport. Depending on where you get on, you actually don't even have to pay any toll if you are going to the airport. So that's nice. And then, oh, actually, I got that backwards. If you go from Hamlet to Dulles, it's only 19 minutes. And then if you go to Reagan, it's a short 22-minute drive away. So if you ever want to fly somewhere, you're very close to either airport. Now I want to show you some of these homes in the 22102 area, which is McLean, but also maybe more specifically the Hamlet. Now this is the home that we showed you on video. This is our property in question, 8104 Cawdor. I'm not going to really show you too much of the pictures because you saw the video already, but obviously a beautiful home listed just under 3.1 million. This home is, let's see how big the lot is. It's a 0.36 acre lot, so pretty sizable. Obviously brand new and almost 7,000 square feet. So keep that in mind. This home that just went pending, it's also a nice home in the Hamlet, also a tear down rebuild, 7718 Falstaff. This one was actually listed another $100,000 above what we are looking at, 3.2 million. As you can see, just based on the pictures, it's also a brand new home. Similar styles, built by Bello Home, which is also a premier builder in McLean, or even actually Northern Virginia altogether. I'm not going to go through too much of it, but very similar quality. This one is listed potentially, so it's pending now, so we don't know exactly what it went under contract at. But the square footage is similar. Actually, it's a little bit bigger. And the lot is also bigger. This one's almost 0.47 acres, so almost half an acre lot. So it makes sense that's a little bit more expensive. We also have, this home is actually quite a good comp because it's also built by Focal Point, which is the home that we're looking at. In fact, it's almost the exact same home. The difference is, so even the lot size is almost the same, 0.36 acres. The difference is the location within the Hamlet. It looks like some of the finishes are different as well. You can see the colors are different, the cabinets, and I won't get into too much of the nitty-gritty detail there. But the key, as I said, is that it's here. It's not at the end of a cul-de-sac. It's off of a, it's still in the nice neighborhood road of the Hamlet off of Oberon, but it's not the cul-de-sac quietness that you'll get on Cawdor. Is it worth the premium? It depends on who's buying. If you get outside of the Hamlet, this one we're gonna skip because it's not brand new. All right, but if you go into this area up this way, north of Old Dominion, you see it closed actually last summer at 3.15. It's almost double the acreage, but it's also a smaller home. And it's also not brand new. Right, built in 2000. So there's going to be some other little details that we have to look at to see whether or not the price compares. But lucky for us, if we look directly into the Hamlet, we actually have very good comps that we can look at to see if 3.1 for our home at 8104 Cawdor is a good price. And while we left out a lot of details, obviously, if there's anything else that you are thinking about considering, again, just feel free to reach out anytime. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you have regarding this home as well as any other homes in the area. And today, as a bonus, I was actually able to get a little bit of a live testimony and review of the neighborhood, the Hamlet, like I said before. So let me show you. So we're in the Hamlet. I just showed you the focal point home. I happened to run into a resident of the Hamlet, Amanda. She lives in the area and she loves the neighborhood and she lives in the Hamlet. So I'm just going to get some real insight into what it's like to live here. So Amanda,
yes.
How long have you lived in the Hamlet?
We have lived in the Hamlet almost 14 years now. Our boys, we have 2 boys. They grew up in kindergarten and 3rd grade when we got here, and they went through Spring Hill Elementary, Cooper Middle School, and one graduated and one is at Langley High School. They grew up on the swim team. McLean Hamlet has a Hamlet Swim and Tennis Club, and our kids grew up on the swim team, the dive team, going to all the camps, the tennis clinics. My husband and I have enjoyed social events there. There's wine tasting, pickleball, all the things. We spent every single summer night for the last 13 plus years at the McLean Swim and Tennis Club. And nice sidewalks. We have a dog and we walk our dog. There's nice wide streets, sidewalks. You'll see all the neighbors. It's a great way to connect and meet all your neighbors.
So it sounds like you're saying you like living here at the Hamlet.
We love living in the Hamlet, and I don't think we'll ever leave. And you'll see homes do not come on the market very often because once you get in the Hamlet, it's tough to leave the Hamlet. You want to stay in the Hamlet. So it's a nice range. It's families. It's original owners in the Hamlet, a range of everything. So it's a wonderful place.
Okay, so if you're watching this, you probably won't get her house, but there is one around here, that one I just showed you. And every once in a while, there are some homes that do come on the market. We kind of have an inside scoop because we do so much work here. If you are interested in the Hamlet, it's a great place to live, as Amanda has said.
Yes.
And so feel free to reach out and we'll try to help you out in the best way we can. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
So there it is, this beautiful home by Focal Point in the Hamlet. I'm sure you have a lot of follow-up questions regarding the home and if it's the right home for you. So as usual, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can call me, email, text, whatever is comfortable for you, and I'll be happy to respond as soon as I can. As usual, my team and I will be happy to serve you all and your needs in the best way possible. Talk to you soon.